So some of my adherents, the few smattering, the Skanks had 600 people at Skankfest. I mean, they're that powerful on the backs of 600 people who show up. I don't know. This thing, there's something crazy going on here. I don't know what it is. But the adherents of the dog YouTube channel that you can't even find, we've obscured it. You can't find it. You have to go in through the exasperated psychologist and then do a roundabout U-turn to get to the dog. We hid it so you could only really be a subscriber if you really was, searching out. If seek and you shall find, they said. But our adherents were like, how come you're not mentioning anything about Nancy Pelosi? I saw I'm sick of politics. There's a bad chill in the air. Politics is divisive. The dog is all about, whatever. The dog and the man and all our friends and everything. We're not divisive. We're kind of like, we're kind of lowly, but we're elitist. So we kind of see the yin and the yang of the whole thing. So we just want everybody to stitch it all together and make a strong America, a beautiful, God-fearing, beautiful, loving, or atheistic it could be, but just peaceable, neighborly. A lot of the Christian values, Judeo-Christian values are good, even if you're a transgender witch, for instance. If you follow the transgender, if you're Judeo-Christian transgender witch, that's all right. No one's going to have a problem with that. Unless maybe, there's some kind of thing going on that no one really wants to talk about. But even then, most people should just be cool with it. But the thing about Nancy Pelosi is, I don't want to say it, but Nancy Pelosi is, you know what I'm saying? She's got them big boobs. She's got the right kind of plastic surgery. She's got the hair, luxurious hair. You see Nancy like 2 or 3 years ago, even walking down the hallway from behind, you're like, my shit. Nancy Pelosi is, you know what? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say fuckable, okay? Nancy Pelosi is, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I need to know. That's it. You got big boobs. She probably has a lot of lifts. She gets the high dollar plastic surgery. If I'm stuck on a desert island with 81-year-old Nancy Pelosi, I'm like, break up them boobs, baby. Grease them boobs up, you know what I'm saying? But I as a dog, that's not what I would do. But if I was a man or the man, that's exactly what I'd say. Put some suntan lotion on them bad boys, Nance. Let's see what we can do with them. But the truth is, she's probably getting some of that same stuff that the royals get. Says, her and her husband, like 81, 82 years old, and they're fighting off criminals with hammers. This guy, her husband, he jumps in there, he saves her. 82 years old. It's like, whew, you know what I'm saying? He took a hammer. He took a guy in with a hammer and defended his wife. And they put him in a hospital with a fractured skull. I wonder what Nancy was doing. Was she dialing 911 or what? She should have got out the handgun. Nancy, maybe you should have registered and took all the tests and got the lessons and had a handgun and shot that son of a bitch as he was bludgeoning your husband with a hammer. But you got to give them credit, these two, They're in there fighting it out, kicking it out. She survived without a scratch. She must have run to the safe room. He took on that guy with the hammer and wound up in the hospital with a fractured skull in intensive care. It looks like he's going to pull through, 82 years old. God bless them. So it's also a thing it's a political thing. You don't want to get firing up. Everybody should calm down. This one wins, that one loses. The whole thing goes on. If it's more than just your own occultish views, if you could have a bigger picture, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose it. It's the melting pot. It's all our ideas come together and it gives us the strength and the power. If it all has to be dictated just one way, it turns into fascism and whatever, and communism and all the other things. You can't have it that way. It has to be an American way. It's beautiful, it's calm, it's good. We're this, that, we're competitive, we want to have it our way, but still we put, what I'm saying, you stick together, whatever. You shouldn't be sneaking into Nancy Pelosi's house and beating her with a hammer. I mean, come on, God bless. I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog, and I realize that's not constitutional, as you might say. And we're that divisive. You can't win. If they split it apart and you had like the conservative side, the liberal side, China and Russia would come in storming in. Not Russia. Russia's a paper tiger. Russia is a paper tiger. But, all the other ones, who knows? It might be like, the Philippines or somebody might get us. We weren't looking that way. And all of a sudden you see a powerful group of cutthroat bandits like the Huns coming down on the Roman Empire. It's, the Mongols attacking the Roman Empire or whatever. I don't know. But the whole thing is we don't want to be having hammer fest. We want to, calm it down, ratchet it down. Don't worry about the upcoming election. If your guy wins, your guy loses, America will go on until the global warming kills us or a meteorite. Then we're all dead.